Bronte's milk's in. The Bronte baby. Hello. And here's her two babies. We have a girl and a boy. Two, they won't be dark red, they'll be a light red, maybe apricot like mum. So that's them there. Gorgeous, aren't they? Hey Bronte. Happy little family. G'day guys, welcome back. Look, I've got a tile. A bit different to a canvas, hey? I am going to use the Bloom Technique recipe just to do a swipe, because I have been practicing the actual blooms where you have to blow, and I got to tell you, I am no good at blowing. I'm making like a dent in the middle. First time I did it, it sprayed up at me and I got a face full of paint. Oh, it gave me such a fright. Anyway, I'm still practicing that, but I can swipe, so I'm going to show you a swipe. Now, I watched a few videos, as we do, and I tried to replicate, you know, the pillow and the pouring medium and the cell activator. I spent a couple of $100 and it was all wrong. Wasted my money. Then I took the Sheleeart class, which I should have just done in the first place, because paying for the class was cheaper than what I spent on the paint that was wrong. So then I went out and bought all the new products, and I bought some new paints. I have bought a range of Jo Sonia's paints, because I can get these in Australia. I didn't get any opaques, I just got all semi-opaques and a couple of transparent, so they come in that size or this size. It's just cheaper getting the bottles, because you can use them for other things. So I went out and got that. I also got the Jo Sonia's gloss varnish to use in the pouring medium. So I'll just get my big can of paint. I put the this lid on just to make it easier to actually pour the paint out. So this is just a semi-sheen, what's it called? Low sheen wall paint in white. That's all it is. Low sheen wall paint in white. So the one I bought yesterday was an enamel and didn't work. I got a gloss enamel. It does not work. Now, because I'm doing a swipe, I want like a little rectangle pillow instead of a circular pillow. Does that make sense? So this is the pillow that you pour your paints onto. And as I said, I'm using the Jo Sonia's. There are other paints that will work, but I just went to Eckersley's yesterday and they had them there. They're about $18 for a bottle like that. Not terribly cheap, but you do get a lot out of it. So in my little cups here, I have got my Bloom pouring medium, and it is 3 parts interior gloss in neutral and 1 part of the gloss varnish that I just showed you. Okay, so that's in there mixed in with the Jo Sonia's paints. Now I'm going to layer some colours there, and then I'm going to swipe with some of the white. Go some blue first. And then I think some of this lovely lime green would be nice. some purple. So as I said, I did trial and error to do the mix that everyone else seems to be doing. All over the world, everyone's using different mixes. And to tell you the truth, it was just easier and cheaper to go hear it from the horse's mouth, so to speak, and get all the correct products. Now let me move these out of the way. Plenty of paint left for tomorrow to do something else. I did mix these a little bit different to my paintings that I did this morning. Now this is the cell activator. It's just 4 parts Floetrol to 1 part titanium white paint, and that is going over the top. I think it's a little bit thinner than the other paints. From what I understand, it's a little bit thinner. So I'm just using my little bit of plastic here to swipe with. So I just want to touch the white because I want the white to drag over the other colours. It's a bit hard to get the edges because the pillow's kind of curving like that. Now I'll turn my plastic around, so I'm using a nice clean section, and I'm going to put that back into the white. Try and press it down. Okay, I haven't got my bit of paper towel that I normally clean my plastic on, have I? Alright, so we'll just give that a minute to settle. Petal, and I guess that you'd get a different look depending on how you layered your paints. I'm just going to give it a bit of a torch just quickly to pop some bubbles. You don't have to do this, but I thought I'll just give it a torch. Anyway, I'm just used to torching after I pour. Now, I'm not going to worry about these little corners too much because I'm going to be tilting anyway. But let's just put a little bit of white there. I've actually missed that little bit of tile there. It's got no paint on it, so we'll just put that little bit of white there. Okay, now these are little slippery suckers, so you've got to be careful. There's no feet to hold on to. Now, when you're doing acrylic pours, you've got those big push pins to hang on to. Don't have that with these. So I'm just going to go over to the corner and back to the middle, and I think I'll just turn it around without dropping it. Hopefully I won't drop it. And the paint's already heading for that other corner. So corner to corner, back to the middle. I don't know if these colours are as pretty as my last one. Okay, we'll go off to the other corner now. So you don't necessarily get cells with this. It's more of a lacing, which is very pretty. So now it wants to continue to that corner, so let's do that. Hope I'm holding it in frame. Just got to be really careful how you hold it so you don't slip, the whole thing doesn't just slip out of your hands. Over to that last little corner. Over you go, over you go. Back again. Now you can just sort of decide how you want your composition to look. If you want to take a little bit more off the edge there, you can. Just got to be careful that you don't, you know, overdo things. Same as when you're doing flip cut paws and all that sort of thing. You don't want to overstretch things. Just a little bit muddy there on that cell down there. It's the blue, I think it's the blue and the lime. It's gone a little bit muddy, so I'm just going to get rid of that. Off you go. There we go, he's gone. You don't have to have your middle directly in the center. Let's put that back. Alrighty. So what do you think? Oh, I don't have a cloth. Wasn't planning on coming in and doing a paw. I don't have a cloth. Oh dear, let me get rid of these. Do I want to tilt a little bit more? See, there's nothing much here. And as I said, I'm still learning, so I'm not sure why there's not much there. Maybe I need to tilt a little bit more. Because it's a pretty plain little corner there, isn't it? So maybe I just need to tilt a little bit more to get those cells to go down. Maybe that's the trick. It's better, isn't it? And then probably the same over here. This little corner here is quite plain. So let's see if we can get down there. I don't know that I layered the paints in a very good order actually. It's a little bit sort of, I don't know. I can basically just see green and blue. But I guess layering them in a different order, you'll get a different look. So it's quite forgiving. You can really stretch these out. Come back into the middle. So that's looking better, isn't it? I think so. Just opening up all that lacing. I'll put a little bit of a curve on it there to make it a little bit more interesting. Okay. And I'm going to call that done. Woohoo! Get rid of these gloves. Oh my gosh. All right, let me take you down for a close-up at this gorgeous lacing. As I said, I'm still practicing with the blowing part. I'm not very good at that. No jokes, please. All right. Let's go down for a close-up. So look at that lacing. It's really pretty, isn't it? So we've got the bigger cells in the middle. They're not cells. I have to keep telling myself they're not cells, they're lacing. It's got the bigger lacing, okay, cells, in the center where the white paint was thicker. And then as the white was distributed down over, looks like a spider web, it's got thinner and thinner, so it's sort of dispersed. But it's still pretty because you get a different look. You know, you've got the tiny little cells there, they get bigger and bigger, and then you've got the bigger ones in the middle. So that is that one. I'll show you the others that I did this morning. They're just under this net here. To keep the bugs off. Yeah, not the best, as you can see, but they were my first attempts. This one's got gold in it. See, I've got a little bit of nice effect, but really not good. Up here, I think's better. Got some lacing there, and that's my favourite. I didn't video it, so I don't know what I did. I should video them, shouldn't I? This one, I did the blow and I didn't like it, so I swiped it. And that kind of saved it. So that's a different look again. And then this was my other swipe. Same as the one I just showed you. But in slightly, well, no, that actually, no, I didn't have blue. Didn't have blue in it. I had the same other colours. And there's a gold in there as well. The one that kind of looks orange, that's the gold. So I prefer that one. Yeah, so that's them. But have a go. It's fun. It's a bit stressful actually. Anything, you know, you learn something new and it is a bit stressful. But you just have to keep practicing. There's lots of people out there that can help. All right. Oh, we'll keep practicing. Let me take you back over to this one now. Walk around. Here we go. There it is. What do you think? Do you like it? I think I prefer the other one without the blue. The blue is obviously a very strong colour. It's kind of taken over. But I'll certainly be playing around with this technique. And I'm going to even try the pouring medium in a flip cup and see what happens. So watch this space. All right, hope you enjoyed that. Hope you learned a little something. And I'll see you for the next one. Okay, bye for now.